Yeah. So a lot of the infrastructure is built on Terraform. So we as a Hashuka user group, Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar and also Vadodara. So we started an initiative for Terraform Bootcamp, and we want that at least the people in this ecosystem at least have the fundamentals of Terraform, and we invite a lot of good expert speakers to deliver sessions on different aspects. So the whole bootcamp is divided in 5 weeks, and in every 5 weeks, so if you go on Terraform certification website, there you will find that course is divided in 5 different chapters. We will try to cover each and every chapter in different sessions, and we will similarly host different sessions. So today we have expert like Jignesh Gadvi. He's a senior DevOps engineer at Yellow Panther, and he holds like 5+ years of experience. So kudos to him. So the session, if you have some questions or queries after the session, you can definitely ask him, and we will also share some of the resources so you can have better understanding of Terraform certification afterward. Yeah, let's welcome Jignesh.
Yeah,
Over to
thank you. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, so let me introduce first myself. I'm Jignesh Gadvi, working as a senior DevOps engineer with the Yellow Panther from last 4 months. I have total 15 years of experience, but as a DevOps engineer, I'm working since last 7 years, and I'm using Terraform from last 5 to 6 years. So yeah, let me share my screen first. Yeah, so I think is it visible, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so good evening, everyone. So I want to know about like you guys are like how many of you are like working with the Terraform and how many of you are new with the Terraform? Can you please raise the hand so I can count that numbers? Okay,
7, 8 hands. Yeah, there.
yeah, great. So good. So like we are going with the fundamental of Terraform. This is first week, which is kickoff session. Yeah. So I think people are still joining, so let's wait for a minute. So, uh, Neil, should we wait or let's start with the session?
Yeah, we can go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like this one is like today's agenda. Like we will be presenting about the Terraform, like one of the most widely used infrastructure as code tool. So here is the agenda, like what is Terraform, we will be understand, and then why infrastructure as code is important and why the Terraform stand out. And the next we'll see the installation and the setup, how we can install and set up the Terraform local machine. After that, we'll walk through Terraform workflow and the Terraform commands. And after that, we'll see the Terraform providers and all these things. And then some small of like some demo session and then question answer. And like after that, we will conclude the session. Yeah, so let's start with the Terraform. So what is Terraform? So Terraform is an open source infrastructure as code tool. Like in short, like we call it IAC, like infrastructure as code, which is created by the HashiCorp. It allows us to define infrastructure using declarative configuration language. How many of you know like declarative? What is declarative? Anyone? There are two types. So one is the declarative and selective. So anyone aware about the declarative? No.
Yeah,
So
Takshal is raising his hand. So yeah, Takshal, you can
yes,
you unmute yourself and you can.
Yeah. So hello, sir.
yeah,
So declarative configuration language isn't like we have to like write code and declare the like the infrastructure which we want, and Terraform would like create like infra based on the defined
Yeah, like in short, like we can declare the resources and all these things which we are writing the code in the HashiCorp language, which is called HCL. So it is HashiCorp language, which is invented by the HashiCorp itself. So it's like the IAC is generally used for the like it's creating the like instead of manually creating the servers, we write a script that describe what we want, like Terraform provision it for us. The beauty of Terraform is that it can manage a resource across multiple cloud providers. Multiple cloud in the sense AWS and GCP and Azure. So even we can set up it on premises also. Okay. So this is the Terraform, like it is invented by the HashiCorp, as I said, and it is the if anyone are using the AWS, have you heard about the cloud formation? So it is similar like the cloud formation, but the Terraform is used for the multiple cloud, where like formation is only used for the AWS. So how many of you are using the AWS cloud? Just raise the hand. Great. Okay. Thanks. Okay. So I request you to like lower the hand. And my next question is, how many of you are using cloud formation? Anyone? Great. So instead of the cloud formation, we are using the Terraform, which is a cloud agnostic. We use like it with the multiple cloud providers. So after that, like why Terraform and the infrastructure as code? Yeah. So now, why do we even need a Terraform and ISLI? The traditional infrastructure we set up manual, which is error prone and time consuming. Like if we need to create a 10 or 15 servers manually, which is taking more time. So instead of that, we can continue with the Terraform. We just need to provide the number of instance we want to create and just apply the 2-3 command, and we are able to check all those things. So yeah, everybody okay with the English, or we should continue with the Hindi also?
Yeah, we can go mix English and Hindi. It will be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is like maintaining consistency across environment. Like the like Terraform अपने खुद से consistency manage करता है और automatic infrastructure provision करता है जो हमारा time saving करता है. So also like we can use with the version controlling with the Git. So meaning infrastructure change are tracked just like the application code. Like आप में से कई लोग गीट यूज कर रहे होंगे जिसमें हम वर्जन कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. तो सेम थिंग वी कैन यूज विद द टेराफॉर्म आल्सो, एंड वी आल्सो लाइक using the versioning system with the Terraform. As I said, is a cloud agnostic and reusable module, so we can use the same scenario with the multiple cloud, and we just need to change the provider from AWS to Azure and all these things. So it is working with the as it is reusable, and he has Terraform has a large ecosystem. Like it is supported major providers like Kubernetes and Azure, GCP, and many providers like it supports. Okay. So I think everybody understand what I am trying to say. So please raise your hand if you are not getting me, or is there any question. We are doing separate question and answer, but if you have any question with these 2 slides, you can ask me. So anyone have a question about this, or we can move ahead? Okay, I think. Yeah. So like uh, But, how many of you have installed Terraform with the local system or on server? Mm, only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So it is very simple to install. We'll see, not like in deep, but I will guide you how we can install. Also, you can go with the like the official Terraform site, and you can download the binary files. And if you are using the Windows system, you just need to say set the system path, and after that you can run the command like Terraform version, and we can do that. So after like a 2 3 slide, we'll go for the demo. So in that we will see the installation part and small kind of demo. So I will guide you how we can install that things. Okay. So the next is the basic workflow of Terraforms. First, I go with this slide. So the workflow is like first things like it's the user has to write some code, like as I said, like it's a declarative support. So we need to write some code, some sort of code of in HCL for like format. In the like there are main three like basic things like we need to write the codes, and then we need to apply some commands. And after the configuration with the Terraform, like while we run the init command, it initialize the files. And after once we deploy, we can deploy it to public cloud, hybrid cloud, or private cloud, anywhere. So I just, yeah. So first is like define infrastructure in TF file. So main thing, if we are using Terraform, then you must provide the extension name. Like if we are using the document file, then the name is like example.doc or docx. So in Terraform, we need to provide .tf file. Like whatever the names, like we have main file, then we need to provide main.tf file. So after writing code, we need to like run the Terraform init command to initialize the working directory and download the required providers. So as I said, like there are many providers like AWS providers, GCP providers. So we need to download that providers into local system through the Terraform init. So after initializing the infrastructure, we need to run the plan. So with the plan, we can review the changes Terraform will make. Like while we running the Terraform plan, we can see like what resource will be created with this code which we have done. So like basically हम वो ये देख सकते हैं कि हमारे कौन से रिसोर्स जो है वो क्रिएट होने वाले हैं. बिफोर अप्लाइंग दैट वी जस्ट नीड टू चेक विद द अप्लाई. सो टेराफॉर्म अप्लाई से हम ये देख सकते हैं कि हमारे कौन से जो रिसोर्स है वो क्रिएट होने वाले हैं. वो आपको एक बार पहले बताएगा. फिर अगर आप अप्लाई करते हो तो हमने जो रिसोर्सेज डिफाइन किए थे, मेन जो भी फाइल थी हमारे उसमें, तो वो जो प्लान में हमें दिखाएगा वही सब वो अप्लाई करेगा. तो एक्चुअल जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट होगा वो हम टेराफॉर्म अप्लाई करेंगे उसके बाद ही होगा. सो फर्स्ट प्रोसेस हमारी होगी, वी नीड टू राइट द कोड basic of HCL format with the like there are many files like main.tf, and we need to provide need to add providers, we need variables. So after writing the code, we just need to run first command is like init. So with the init, it is initializing the directory and download the required providers. init के बाद हमें प्लान करना है, फिर अप्लाई करना है. इन दोनों के अलावा भी दो कमांड है जो हम देखेंगे, जो है fmt एंड validate. So fmt is for nothing, just a format, like it will format your code, and validate में हम वैलिड करेंगे कि मेरा जो कोड है वो वैलिडेट है कि नहीं है. ओके. So this is the flow, like user write the code, राइटिंग मतलब कोड राइट करने के बाद हम इनिशिएट करेंगे, अप्लाई करेंगे, मतलब जो भी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है वो हमें शो करेगा। जैसे ही हम अप्लाई करेंगे टेराफॉर्म से, तो इट विल डिप्लॉय टू लाइक वॉट एवर द क्लाउड वी हैव लाइक सिलेक्टेड, लाइक AWS, Azure, GCP, जो भी क्लाउड हमने सिलेक्ट किया है वो वहाँ पे डिप्लॉय होगा। ओके, यहाँ तक किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है तो आप पूछ सकते हो। नो, so this is the command like Terraform init. So initialize the Terraform. So second command is Terraform plan. So it will preview the changes. Third one is the Terraform apply. Apply changes करने के लिए Terraform destroy. Destroy will change like a डिस्ट्रॉय द रिसोर्स। जो भी हमने अप्लाई किया है तो वो जो रिसोर्सेज AWS में बनेंगे उसको निकालना है, उसको डिस्ट्रॉय करना है, तो उसके लिए हम डिस्ट्रॉय कमांड यूज करेंगे। और एज आई सेड लाइक टेराफॉर्म वैलिडेट, तो चेक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के लिए हम मतलब मेरा जो भी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है वो वैलिड है कि नहीं वो देखना है, तो हम और टेराफॉर्म वैलिडेट यूज करेंगे। और लास्ट लाइक टेराफॉर्म FMT, सो फॉर्मेट चेक करने के लिए। सो टेराफॉर्म में मतलब ये बेसिक कमांड है, बहुत सारे कमांड है और बहुत कुछ टेराफॉर्म में अभी आपको आगे आएगा, बहुत कुछ बाकी, बट दिस इज द बेसिक्स थिंग्स। ओके, so as I said, the Terraform supports for cloud providers. So this is the cloud like AWS, Azure, GCP, Kubernetes, VMware, SaaS tools like GitHub, Datadog, etc. Like with the Terraform, we can create AWS, Azure, GCP infrastructure, Kubernetes infrastructure. Okay. So before going to question and answer, I just want to show you the small type of demo. सो अगर मैं इतना ज़्यादा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में नहीं जाऊँगा क्योंकि ये थोड़े बाउंड्रीज है ऑफिस का, मतलब ऑफिशियल मुझे AWS अकाउंट यूज़ करना है। सो यहाँ तक किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकता है, फिर हम थोड़ा छोटा डेमो देखेंगे और उसके बाद फिर से एक क्वेश्चन आंसर करेंगे। अगर यहाँ तक किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकता है। एनीवन? दो चीजें हो सकती है, या तो आपको सब समझ आया या तो कुछ नहीं आया, तो कौन सा वाला ऑप्शन सही है? नील भाई
मुझे लगता है सबको समझ आ गया, एटलीस्ट बेसिक तो आ गया होगा।
समझ आ गया तो अच्छा है, नहीं नहीं आया तो बाद में पढ़ने वाली है, थोड़ी गाली आ गई यार कौन आ गया।
Yeah, so like अगर कुछ like, if you have any question you can ask here because the next sessions will be parallelly going on top of it. So if you have any questions for the fundamentals of Terraform, you can ask here.
हाँ, क्योंकि नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो आएगा वो इसके बाद आएगा। या
सर, हाउ टू जॉइन इन हैकाथन?
सॉरी आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
सर, हाउ टू जॉइन इन हैकाथन?
हैकाथन नील?
Yeah, so that is a different thing. So there are sites called Full or Post. You can go and join over there. But if you have any question around Terraform, what we teach today, you can ask questions here.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, actually kind request. Actually, next time you can speak and try to English because it's multiple states. It's in this meeting. I arrange these meetings in our college students, so you can try to speak in English.
Okay, yeah, we'll make sure that.
Sure. Okay, that's why I asked for the languages. So no issue. We'll continue with in English. So do you have any question regarding what we have presented here? Vignesh?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. If you have a question, you can ask. Anyone? Okay. No issue.
One minute. Yeah, just I have one question.
Yeah.
You are saying that we need to deploy these Terraform files or just run it. So when we are deploying code, we are deploying it on the server, upload there and run the server. So our application is deployed. So how this Terraform works basically? How that do we need to deploy it or what should we do to that it will create infrastructure?
Yeah, it will create the infrastructure. But we can deploy application also, which is like in advanced level, like we need to create the repositories like ECR, we need to provide like a Kubernetes cluster or ECS cluster and provide the email like Docker images and create set up the pipeline. With all these things, we can deploy application also. But today we are just going to like create the small infrastructure like a security group and a EC2 instance, and yeah.
So yeah, we just need to run it over here, and it will be infrastructure. Our infrastructure will be created in on cloud. That's
Yeah, yeah,
the use
yeah,
of Terraform, like
yeah,
basically.
yeah. That we'll see here.
Because here you will also provide your AWS credentials. You can
Yeah,
also
yeah, I will go through all these things. Yeah.
so you will have more understanding.
Okay. So, like, I have a question. Any like, if you are going to create a EC2 instance from console, like, so what required first, like things? You need to like log in with the some of account, and you need some permissions, and after then you will be able to like create the EC2 instance. So like here is the EC2 instance like AWS. So you just need the IAM user. First, you need to create IAM user with the appropriate permission. So for demo purpose, I have creating and I have provided the all the access. For now, we are providing the full access. With this user, we like there is a security credential. You just need to like create the access key and secret key. After that, uh, all are available like aware about the security key and access key, right? Please thumbs up if any are not aware. Please raise your hand. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Aditya. You want to say something?
No, no. You
Okay.
just asked that if
Yeah.
we have,
Yeah.
if I have aware of access key and secret key. Yeah, I am
Yeah.
aware of it.
Okay. So after configuration, like creating the secret key and access key, like and the set up the permission, you just like I'm using the visual code here for the terminal purpose and coding. You can use any of the like coding software, and you also use terminal or any software to configuration the AWS. So how many of you are aware about the AWS configuration, like the CLI part? Anyone here who had configured the AWS CLI part on local machine? Anyone? Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no issue. Okay, so there are multiple things. So if for that you just need to download AWS CLI and install with the local machine. So I have like Windows, so I already installed that things. But if you want to install, you just need to go with the AWS website and just need to search like AWS CLI, and you just need to download the CLI and install it. After installing, you just need to like run the command AWS configure. So you are writing the AWS configure and provide the enter like press the enter. It will ask you about the access key and secret key and your region. You just need to put your secret key and access key and region, and after that it will configure your profile here. Without that, you will not able to connect your whatever the like provider AWS, Azure, or GCP. So this all three have a different like things how they are configured. Like if you have Azure, then you just need to log in the easy login. So this is so we are going to perform in AWS. So you just need to configure AWS and provide the access key and secret key. After that, you just need like like able to. Uh, 1 second, I'm closing it. So you just so AWS S3. I'm just running the command. Okay. So I'm deleting it. I just want to reconfigure, so that is why. Okay. Okay, so without configuring AWS, like if you are accessing the AWS S3, like this is the command to check the S3 buckets. So that is why I run this command. So without like a configuration, the AWS as like configuration, you are getting this error. But if I'm going to configure AWS configure, it will ask me for the access key and secret key and region. You just need to provide these things and enter the like after that you able to provide see the things. But if you are managing multiple AWS account, then if you are running the AWS S3, like once you have configured and if you want to manage a multiple account, then this will not work. You just need to create a profile for everyone, each of your AWS projects. So I have just like configure AWS S3 profile name like this, AWS S3, and provide your project name, whatever the ABC. Like after configuration, you just need to enter, and the same thing. It will ask you for the same thing, AWS like access key, secret key, and region. So what will advantage is that like, we can access a multi account through the profile. So after configuring the profile, uh, for this command is for only for Windows. The Linux and the Mac command will be different. So I already have configured many profiles here, which I cannot show you. So I just if I want to switch any of the like profile, I just need to profile the provide this command and live AWS as ELS. See, I'm able to see all the things. So after configuration the profile, okay, after configuration the profile, there is like I have created main three files, which is like main.tf, where we have provided the resources. Like resources is like what resource we are going to create. Then we are going to create AWS security group, and what will be the name of security group, and here is the description. So here I have configured 4 files. Okay, so one is main, one is provider, one is variable, and terraform.tf. So in the terraform TF we are providing the it's a variables. So I have provided the region, VPC ID, subnets. We also create these things, but we are not going to create a VPC and all things. So I have used existing one, and here is my key, and here my AWS region. So with the main file, I have created the provided the resources, and in resource we are using ingress and egress. Ingress means inbound and egress means outbound. So for now I have allotted all the IPs and all the ports. After that we are going to create AWS instance. Okay, so for that we are going to use resource. So here is the resource and the resource name, what the resource we are going to get, and what is will be the name of that resource. And these things require if we are going to create a AWS instance, then many things default require these things. Like we can provide AWS AMI, which is mandatory. Without AMI, we will not create the image. If you are manually creating the EC2 instance, you have to select Ubuntu, and there is a default AMI, and then after that you just able to create the EC2. The same thing we are using it. Like here, the AMI, we need to provide AMI. So what will be the instance type? You all are aware about the instance type, like T2, T3, T4, whatever the your requirement. We are taking this instance type from the Where means variable. So we have created the variables here, like what is the AWS region. So I have provided, like what is the instance type, like this is the instance type, right? So this is the instance type I'm going to use, so T2 micro. So the whatever the resource or the requirement we have in main file, we just need to define all those things here in variable, because this variable will be used here. If we are going to change the name of subnets, okay, and I'm saving, then I'm getting error. You can see no declaration found for where dot subnet, because there is subnets the underscore id. So this called a declarative. So you see the no declaration. So we just need to remove s, and I'm going to save, and then the error is gone. Okay, so the all these things we are like taking here, like instance type and the key name, all these things we have configured here. So the provider, like the variable and the main file, and after that, like there is provider. This is the main thing which I already we discussed on the slide. Like there is, we are using Terraform, which is require provider. Which provider we need to configure? AWS. We are going to deploy this infrastructure on AWS. So that's why we are going to use AWS provider. If we are going to create this the same thing with the Azure, then we require Azure here. Okay, the like a provider name and all these things are different as per the provider. So for now, we are going to like create the AWS. So that is why we are provided the AWS here, and it is a version which required. So there are many multiple versions there. So we are going to use this one, which is default. I have copied from the documentation. Nothing big deal with that. So in the like documentation, you can find the EC2 documentation. Okay. This is the module. We are not going with the module. Okay. You'll see the things here. So if you want to create the EC2 instance, you just need to like go to registry.terraform.io and searching for this. So as we see on the code, they're like resource, AWS instance, and the name and the instance type and the text. The same thing we have like provided here. Okay, so there is some plus and minus as per our requirement, but we can add the variables and the providers and the main file. So here we are using VPC ID, the subnet ID. If we are not providing, then it will not like it will ask for the what the subnets and VPC we are going to configure. Okay, so I think you guys are understand about the configuration profile and the environment selection. So now, like I'm like here the instance. So the instance I want to show you the instance name. So you just the instance name will be Terraform EC2. Okay, and the security group will be allow all SG. So I can show you there is no instance like Terraform here. It is okay. and the same thing with the allow. Okay, so now we are going to create the Terraform. The first command. So if you want to, like, I want to start with the FMT and validate. So first I need to run Terraform FMT. So FMT will do like 1 second, and it's just formatting. So this is my format. So if I'm running the FMT, you see, okay, it's just formatting the code, nothing else. So after that, we just need to run validate. This is not a mandatory, but I'm just showing you that it is not mandatory. Validate. Terraform validate will validate your missing. What missing? Because it says like we need to run first Terraform init. So Terraform init will initialize and downloading the providers we provided like a SQL of AWS. So it will download the providers locally. Okay, so first command you just need to run is Terraform init. After that, you just run FMT or validate. You will see after this. So we are missing the providers. Okay, so validate. Now we run the validate. So it says yes, our code is successfully run. So I'm making some mistakes here. So the same mistakes here, like save. And I'm validating. You can see we'll get error. See what error? On main.tf line number 30. Like it is referencing the line number and the code also. Like it is saying like line number 30 resource num AWS. Like the issue is here, like subnet IDs. Okay. So we just need to fix. We just remove the things and okay. So now again, it is Terraform validate. Okay, so first we just need to run Terraform init and format. FMT is format and then validate. Validate will validate your code. Like if you like creating, if you want to create infrastructure on AWS, before that you just need to validate your code. It is validate or not. After that you just need to run Terraform plan. Okay, so with Terraform plan, it will plan your resources. Okay, it says like your plan add to change 0 and to destroy. So we haven't created any resources, so that is why the change is 0 and destroy is 0. It will add new two resources. Which resource? One is security group and one is EC2 instance. You just need to like you just check here. The name will be security group will be allow LSG, and here is the it will create it. AWS security group allow all will be created, and here is the things. The same thing it will provide for the AWS instance, the instance EMI ID, and the rest of the things we after like we are applying these things, it will show that. So Terraform plan will be show you the how like what resources will be create. So you just check like this is my resources. So after that you just need to Terraform apply. After apply, it will ask for the confirmation. Are you sure you want to apply? Yes. If you provide yes, then it will create your infrastructure. You just see. Okay. It is creating a security group first. There is security group, and after that, it is creating the AWS instance. Okay, so it is showing that created. So now let's see the instance Terraform. Okay, You see, the name is Terraform EC2 and the instance time is EC2, like T2 micro. The same thing it is like security group which we have created allow as G. Okay, so like we have provided the tag like name is EC2 and the name of the security group is allow SG. Okay, so I think you guys are like got the things which I want to convey. So the anyone have a question about this? We'll run the destroy command after this. So if anyone have a question, you can ask. The things like we have created the AWS instance, we can add like one more command here, which is like count is equal to 3. What is this? Anyone can explain? What will be like we'll do with this? Yes, Mr. Falgun.
Yeah, it will be created a three resources.
Yeah, it will create 3 EC2 instance. So if you want to create multiple instance, you just need to provide count is equal to 3. It will create the 3 number of instance for you. So let me first destroy this. All are okay. It is running okay successfully, the security group and both. So we are going to destroy these things. So if you are going to do the same thing manually, how much time it will take? Do you have any idea? Anyone can please? Hello, everyone sleeping? मुझे लगता है सब सो गए क्या?
Yeah, it will take to create the
हाँ, तो
resources.
मैन्युअली कितना टाइम लगेगा? और कोई बता सकता है अगर हम ये सेम चीज मैन्युअल करते हैं तो कितना टाइम लगेगा?
That is 40 minutes.
Yeah, almost minimum 15 to 20 minutes, right? We need to create a security group and provide the EMI and all these things, and just it's destroy the 2 resources. So we cannot find the all SC here, and the same the Terraform EC2 will gone. Okay, so there is no EC2, there is no security group. Okay, yes, Takshal Modi.
No, sir. Like I was like going to
Okay.
answer about that time thing.
Okay, so last we just need to validate our code. I just add count 3, so we'll create 3 instance. Yes, Ragisha, Rashiga. Yes, Rashiga. Hello. Why you raised the hand? Okay, no issue. So after validating, so if you are changing anything with this file, you just need to run plan again. You can apply directly, but you just need to check like whatever I have changes, like I have done changes, so it is like creating or not. So with the plan, it is showing that 4 resource. Why 4? The 3 EC2 instance and 1 security group. Okay, so here you can check security group and resource like AWS instance 2, 1, and 0. Okay, so I'm applying it last time, and then after we go for the okay, so I'm applying here. Yes. Okay, it is creating 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's see. The security group is there, and it will take some time. Yes, 1 is here, Yes, 012. Okay. Okay. So within a 5 minutes, we have created 3 instances through the Terraform. Okay. So you can create n number of instances with the Terraform. The requirement, you just need to learn the Terraform, and the practice you have to do daily. So you just aware about the format and all these things. So I have just created 3 and 1 security group. Okay. Okay, it will destroy it later after it's running successful. So we will go for the, yeah. So question and answer. So anyone have any question, please ask. Feel free to ask any questions.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah.
Sir, it's regarding the condition where what if I want to create this instance in a case where let's say I have to create a AWS instance in 2 different AWS account. So
Okay.
how can I? So how what like can I do
You
that?
as I said, you just need to configure 2 profiles. Let's we
Mm.
earlier we have configured you just need to create the profiles for the users, IAM users. If you are using the organization, then you just need to configure one user only. But if you are not going AWS, you use AWS organization, and you are using just for the different user, you just need to create 2 IAM user in the individual AWS account, and you have just need to configure the profile according that. And you just need to create first here in the account A, and after that you just need to switch the profile with this command, and then you run the same command with that account also.
Okay, means by like switching the profile, I can create like in 2 different region, right?
Yeah.
So then in that case, how would be the state files would be maintained then?
Yeah, so there is with the state file, there
Mm.
is multiple things there. We can do the things with the state files. I'm pretty much sure you know about the state file. So the state file, we are for now we are managing the state file locally. Okay, so here is the state. So if you are using a different account, then you also need to use the profile TF and the state in S3, or obviously we are going to use state like a remote state, so it will not impact anything. So for the user who don't know about the state, state is the statistics we going to create for this account. So it will store here. If someone is running the same command for the different AWS account, it will override the Terraform state. And if we want to destroy the old one, then it will get the error due to state. So state is the statistics. So we need to manage state remotely, or we need to create different profile. So it will manage state accordingly. So I'm not going to state because in advanced topic there is a separate session on remote state and remote backend. So I haven't explained it, so that is why it is not there. But the basic things, we are using local state. So if we are going to manage the states, we can store into Git or whatever the remote like in S3. So if the state we have saved with the third party, then it will not affect the profile which you are. If you are using the different profile, then you just need to mention like the different TFS. Like for staging there is different, for prod there is a different, uh, and also we can use modules, and like there is a lot of things with the Terraform. So if we are going with the like in future session, there is a modules and lot of things there. So this will like clear with that also. Yes. Anyone else?
Sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Anyone?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, me.
Yes. I would like to just get to know that for that main.tf file you have written code, it is based on AWS configuration. So you
Yeah.
need to declare EC2 and all that. So if I
Yeah.
want to move to GCP or Azure or any other other cloud provider, so do we need to write that whole thing again? Whole
Yeah,
zip file?
yes. Whole thing means the resource, the AWS instance, the resource name, and all these things are different in the Azure and GCP. So you need to write the code according that. Okay. There are no like if AWS are using AWS instance resource, then there is a like VM instance in the Azure. So you just need to write that things here. Also, you just need to write the provider here. So the code and like resource will be different as per the your cloud provider like AWS, GCP, and all these things. So you just go with this also. You just if you are using. mm, a SIGCOP AWS. So if you want to go with Google, then you just need to like go with this and the documentation, and it will provide the same things with the. If you want to create, suppose API gateway, then it will guide you how like you can this will be the resource like Google API gateway and API and those things. So the resource will be there, but the name of the resource is like you can see like Google, like in AWS there is a AWS API gateway and all these things. So the code will be changed as per the your cloud provider. So yes, you need to change the code if you are using the different cloud provider.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So I would like to just follow up. So how are we? Uh, so if are we using this to declare different scenarios? So we need to manage this for each and every product if we are using different provider
Yes,
manually.
yes. But if you are using AWS for multiple clients, then it will help you like with the modules and the profiles. And there is a lot of things you can use with the like different projects and AWS. Like if you have a GCP multiple 10 or 15 projects, then you can use same code for the multiple projects. You just need to provide modules and all these things. The later course you will like find that how the Terraform will help you. This is just an overview. So yeah, but you just need to provide if you are using AWS, then provide the AWS resources. If you are going to use GCP, then you just need to provide the GCP resources.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Anyone? Okay. I think how many of you like my session? Like आपको मतलब समझ आया कि बाउंसर है? प्लीज अगर समझ आया तो थम कीजिए, बाउंसर है तो डाउन प्लीज. Okay. Okay. Thank you
Yeah,
everyone.
thank you,
So
Jagdish.
yes, here is
Wonderful
my
session.
small of like introduction. Like I'm Jignesh Gadvi, and here my LinkedIn. If you want to connect, and here is my email. You can ask me question on email or LinkedIn. I'm available anytime. I hope you guys like the session.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
very
I
insightful. Yeah.
think it was good.
Thank you, Jignesh, for sharing your insights
Yeah.
on fundamentals of Terraform.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are concluding today's session, but before going ahead, we have next weeks of next other sessions. So do connected with the community. We will post that in meetup.com there. We will post the next events over there. And we will also share some of the resources after the whole bootcamp with you. So at least you have all fundamentals. So one thing I would like to suggest is whatever he told you in today's session, just try to install Terraform and just try it like hands-on it yourself directly. So you have an understanding of how it will work. And our next session will go more detail, more in-depth topics. So you have more understanding on that. So the whole bootcamp is aligned like that. So after the bootcamp, you will have a good understanding uh, of the bootcamp. And yeah, we are recording the sessions. So we will also share the recordings afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. Thank you everyone.